Today's podcast episode is called How to Gain Clarity on Whatever You Want. Hello and welcome to the Successful, Sensitive and Intuitive Entrepreneur podcast. My name is Lydia Sophia Wilmsen and I am an intuitive success mentor for sensitive entrepreneurs. In this podcast, I speak about the challenges sensitive and intuitive entrepreneurs face. I offer you new perspectives and solutions, as well as experiences of other entrepreneurs. Plus, I speak about my personal experience of being a highly sensitive person who has successfully built and scaled 2 businesses. All of that with the goal to make you and your business even more successful in your very unique and authentic way. Have fun and enjoy. So the important part is the clarity part, and I added on whatever you want because, you can be unclear on whatever. You can be not clear on you can say, for example, I don't know what to do. Like, I have this issue in business and I have no idea how to proceed. I have no idea what decision to make. Or it could be in relationships and friendships, or it could be that you're bored and you're just unclear on what you want to do. Or it could be on what your big mission is. Like, it can be big issues, small issues, and the thing which connects them is the missing clarity. And I hear this so often. And obviously, I sometimes feel unclear as well. So it's not that I'm always clear on everything. And this is why I thought I would like to talk about this today. One of my clients specifically is struggling with that. And others are as well. So how to gain clarity on whatever you want. I won't give you a process today. I won't give you a 1, 2, 3 step process. I will remind you of something I very often remind you of, and this is, it is a choice. Every thought you think is a choice. So the choice or the thought, I am unclear. I have no idea how to get clarity. I don't know what to do. This is a choice. And you can choose to be clear. So you choose clarity over confusion. Like, the opposite of clarity is confusion. It's like, I don't know what to do. And you can ask yourself, how do you feel when you are in confusion? I guess probably not so good. So is it really the right place to be in? Is it really the right choice to make, to be in confusion? Or can you think something differently and create better feelings with that, and through that, different actions? Because you can go down the path yourself. So you have the thought, I'm confused. I have no fucking clue. I'm unclear. That probably creates some kind of feelings like, demotivation, sadness, depression, struggling, not so nice feelings. What do you do then? Yes, you stay stuck. You sit on your bed and don't do anything. Or you go in a frenzy and don't think about what you do because you just don't want to be in that feeling, and then you do whatever comes to your mind. But also it's not bringing you the results you want. So, and then in the end, you feel even more freaked out and you feel even more demotivated. Like this thought pattern, you have to see that the thoughts you think create your results. And if you don't have the results you want, it is time to think different thoughts. So if the thought of I'm unclear, I have no freaking idea what to do, I don't know what to do, I'm confused. If this is bringing you results, like I just told you, or I just explained what could happen, then what if you choose to be a clear person, no matter what? What if you chose to step into a different identity, into one of clarity instead of one of confusion? Clarity, in the end, is a decision you make about what you want to be clear on. Like, what is my next step now? Clarity is the decision to go for a next step, to be clear on your next steps. And you can just choose and decide to be a clear person from today on, to step into this identity more and more. And this does not mean that you then are 100% clear, like in every situation now. It just means you shift your focus. You choose the identity of clarity, of being a clear person now. And you say, I'm always clear. I always know what is best for me. And through stepping into that identity more and more, you will be more clear. However, the decision comes first, the decision for clarity and knowing what to do, like wanting to be a person or deciding to be a person who knows what to do. That's a decision which comes first before you are clear. And you just stop yourself from going down, spiraling down into confusion. And you can ask yourself, even if you're like just 10% clear and 90% still unclear, there is 10% of you who is clear. And you can ask yourself, how am I clear on this? Or what do I already know? What am I clear on? To shift the focus to clarity. Like if you're 99% confused and there is 1% of you having clarity on whatever what, and that might just be, I really need to go to the toilet now. You can honor that and say, I'm clear on that. And yeah, I'm laughing. And at the same time, this is how you shift things. Through shifting your focus on what you want, shifting your focus and making this decision to shift your focus to clarity instead of confusion. And confusion might be part of your comfort zone, might be part of your safety zone. So of course, your brain will come up with confusing thoughts all over again, because this is what you're used to. This is how you used to think, and you have to retrain your brain. Focus on clarity. How do I know? How could this be the best How could this be the best decision and best thing for me? If you make a decision, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter what it is. Make a decision and then look for the gold. How could this be the best decision ever? How can this the best thing for me right now? Just because I freaking made a decision. That means my energy is focused on making a decision and that's it. This can be the reason why it's the best decision ever. And you know what? When you feel clear, you are relaxed and you work for solutions. So it's not really about having 100% clarity all the time. It is like if you choose clarity over confusion, you can see what the spiral is then. Even just one decision to be clear on will bring you into a different state of feeling, into a feeling of commitment. Yes, I made a decision. Yes, let's go for this. Of determination, of perhaps happiness, of pride. And in that energy, guess what? What kind of actions are you going to take? You will keep going because you're in that moment, you're energized. And this will bring you different results. And if you just chose to go all in for what you decide now, to be clear on, what do you think what this will bring you in 3 months' time? If you were clear that this is the way to go, like how would you show up? Stop overthinking and just go for something right now. It really does not matter what the decision is, what you choose to be clear on. Just the energy of embodying clarity in that moment is what is important. So how do you gain clarity on whatever you want? You choose it. You freaking choose it. You choose clarity over confusion. Go with whatever shows up in that moment. And you stop overthinking of what comes from that. And practice, like perfect practice, builds new results. I know it's a different saying, and you know that I always forget the phrases, but really it is about practicing clarity in the tiniest moment possible. And if you're just sitting there and making a decision and saying, okay, I'm clear on that right now, whatever comes from that, and celebrating that in that freaking moment, and doing that just once a day will make a difference. You will become a clearer person through that. I was a person who chose confusion and being bored and not knowing what to do for ages, and I could shift that. And that does not mean that I have clarity on my goals all the time. And at the same time, I don't put meaning on it anymore. I don't go into like, oh, I have no clarity, I don't know what to do. I just give myself a little bit more time to decide. That's fine. I give myself more time to decide, and at the same time, I don't put meaning on it. Then I decide I will wait. Like I really make the decision. I will make this decision in 2 or 3 months' time. I have a big decision right now to make. And I'm not clear on where to go. I don't know yet. What did I do? I decided to not make a freaking decision for 2 or 3 months' time. That was my decision, and that was all the clarity for the moment I needed. That I will go over that again in 2 or 3 months' time. And then I didn't need to think anymore like, oh, I'm unclear. I don't know what to do. And whenever I go into overthinking on that specific topic again, I remind myself that I gave myself 2 to 3 months' time. So if there is something where you can't make a decision right now because you have to wait perhaps for other people, for their opinion or whatever, or you just don't want to freaking make this decision right now, then make the decision to make the decision later. To be clear later. And stop overthinking in that moment. And stop putting meaning on yourself like I'm a person who is unclear, who's confused, who has fear of missing out. Those are all stories you're telling yourself. And this is the discipline you need to stop telling you those freaking stories. And I have a coach who reminds me of that stuff when I come up with my bullshit stories, and I do. Of course, I have people who support me in that, who help me to see light again, who help me to shift those patterns. So it's not that it's all on you. If you have issues with that, reach out for help. And what I want you to take away from today's episode is clarity is a choice. Clarity is not something the universe sprinkles on you. Clarity is a choice. And with that, I don't mean to not reach out to astrologers, to energy healers and all of that, because I do that stuff. I love it. And at the same time, I know they are just guides on my side. I make the ultimate decision. I'm the decision maker of my life. I'm the creator of my life. And I just take in different opinions and different perspectives to then make an informed decision. And I choose to be a clear person, and that makes me a clear person. Not that somehow I am gifted with more clarity than other people. No, it's a choice. And you have the choice, and that gives you tremendous power. That gives you back your power. So if you take one thing from today, it is choose clarity over confusion. It's a choice. It's a decision you make. And if you have issues with that, get a freaking coach on your side. Get help on your side. Work with, I have amazing friends, like my soul sisters. I'm in contact with them every day. Yeah, I know I don't want to do this alone. I can do this alone, and that would take me decades. And I'm not up for decades in my life. So of course I have support on my side. Yeah, and if you're ready to take your whole business to the next level, then message me. Because I know that you're a successful entrepreneur and you want to become a global leader in your space. And in order to do that, you need the mental clarity and emotional strength to be able to lead your mission, your team, your clients, and of course, yourself effectively without burning out. So if you're interested in further information on my one-to-one mentoring packages for 3 months or over 3 months, then send me a message. Much love and speak to you soon. Did you like this podcast episode? Then I would be super, super grateful if you gave me a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. Super helpful. And please subscribe to the podcast and share it with people who you know can benefit from it. You can find all links to my social media profiles, my website, and contact form in the show notes. And whenever you're ready to take a next step, and that means you want to live a life of more on all levels, then send me a message with where you want to go and what is keeping you where you are, what keeps you stuck at the moment. And then I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for listening, and until the next episode, much love to you, Lydia.